Hello viewers, this is Heraldlinia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Previously, we completed Adonis's audition here in the Wildlands,
Go ahead and board the train.
We teamed up with Fang, an old ally. However, now I want to head back to Luxerion.
I am the boss and all. I can't be seen waltzing off and leaving the dead dunes. When you come back, I'll find you again.
Okay, so Fang leaves us. Now she won't go with us just anywhere. More's the pity. So, we're back at Luxerion. First, I want to check out the Canvas of Prayers quests over here.
Junko! Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day?
Well, let's do some Canvas of Prayers stuff. Trapped. We can finally turn this in. Finally amassed enough Niblet Hairballs and Tattered Leathers. So, let us hand them over. $1,800 gil, a Tinkling Bell, a Crystal Feather, and an Ether. And some stat boosts. Let's check out a Song for God. I need 3 Demon Spicules, which drop from Gaunts. We already have enough for this quest, so let's hand them over. Yep, let's turn them in. And we will earn 180 gil, Snowy Spirit Wings, a Masquerade Mask, and some itty-bitty stat gains. Slay the machine. We need 5 Motor Coils, which drop from Gertrudes. We already have enough, so we can go ahead and turn them in. And we earn 150 gil and a Celebrity's Charm. Not to mention some tiny increases to stats. And Mythical Badge. We need the Proof of Legendary Title. I believe we got this by donating to those church people. And we get 2 grand, an orange bow tie, and a crest of pulse, as well as some tiny stat gains. So let's use this ether right away, since we don't have any room for it. Thank you, Squeenix.
I wanted you to have this. It's what you've always wanted, isn't it? What you've always dreamed about? No?
Well, it's not bad.
Chocolina, the Canvas of Prayers is ready for your viewing pleasure.
Thank you, Chocolina. Oh, nothing
I
new.
have special powers I use to transform into a beautiful human lady.
Yeah.
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy. A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to Great Beneverza, so that he might be merciful to the forsaken souls, they who have lost all hope of seeing the new world.
Yep. because Niblets and gremlins are such dangerous enemies.
There's a man going around.
Everyone seems to be talking about a swordsman named Noel.
Now we've got some quests to take care of this evening.
Revealed his real name.
They became available after defeating Noel. Ooh, we found the secret forge. I might as well buy their garbs available. And we got the Expert Stylist trophy. When I find out what that's for, I'll put it in the comments section. Got a Gorgonopsid here. I suppose this guy is somewhat dangerous. Here he's weak to ice attacks. Still, wind seems fairly effective.
No room for doubts now.
We were rushed by a gremlin.
Now.
Taken down in 2 blows. So let's continue on our way. Some niblets. Nothing to fear.
Keep up if you can. I'm walking fate's path. You got in my way.
So farther north we go. Hello, Gorgonopsid.
Death.
Staggered. Goodbye. The old theater.
These are indeed dark days.
We're here for all your nightly needs. Not them again.
All right.
It may be old, but Old Town still has something to offer.
So cheap.
Thank you very much.
Step right up!
Got anything of interest? Well, maybe the Dame du Lac.
Oh. Thanks a lot.
I don't like the decrease in speed. Nope. Oh well. Well, hello there. Got a Death Herald for 50 grand, eh? Hey there, Ronan. You don't have anything. Oh well.
I'll never forget the days I spent with my baby. Never.
Businesses are doing poorly because no one comes here anymore.
Okay. Now we need to get into the Warren for our Luxerion quests.
Has the Heavenly Servant really come?
Can't jump up there apparently, so we have to wait until midnight. I'll edit out some of the waiting time. 59. Midnight. Happy New Year.
It looks like I'm not the only one who likes it.
You're still here?
Now we should find a quest person down here. Actually, I might want some lightning stuff, lightning elemental stuff in my schemata. Electronica. Spark Strike. And probably the Thunderbird bracelet. Ah, here we go. We're at the Wall of Wealth.
Hey, little missy. How about a drink?
Looks like you've already had enough for both of us.
Not by half. I'm just barely getting started here. You want to know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancée. She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her? Who wants to marry a drunkard?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything has gone downhill since then. You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days, I was on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana, we were so in love. Or so I thought. Then she disappeared and never came back.
She disappeared out of the blue? Are you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Of course I did. From the palace in Yuzna to the edge of the wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana was a looker. No one could have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But then, I crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world. No God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope?
Can you honestly tell me that I'm wrong? Show me. Show me where there's any hope in this place. What? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
So, we will take on the quest, Get the Girl. See if we can find this Filiana for him. Quest accepted.
I'd be willing to at least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good heart. Thanks for offering. That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually going to go find her? Filiana and I both lived in Yuznan back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in Yuznan? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't get how desperate I was back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that? For a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here, take this with you. Matching rings. Seeing it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away.
So we have Lackley's ring. And we've discovered the quest, Get the Girl. Apparently, after Filiana hit the road, Lackley hit the bottle. So the Knight of Light has to visit Yuznan again.
The moon brightens up the sky.
Oh, a Gertrude.
Do you know what death is?
Let's play, Gertie.
You can't read me. Get back to where you belong. Time can't be stopped. I'm walking fate's path.
So long, Gertrude. I got a piece of gold dust. Now we'll head through the warren to our next client. And remember that girl that was making crank calls? We can find her in this general area.
No looking back. Life is a journey.
Much easier now. And whom have we here? Along the Wall of Wealth.
Hey, look! It's the Savior! I've been waiting for you!
What? How did you...
Come on, Micah! You know Huh? Wait, you're not her!
Ulrich, what do you think you're doing accosting strangers like that? I'm sorry. Forgive him. My son mistook you for our dear Miss Micah. It must have been the hair. Hers was exactly the same color.
Right. Easy mistake to make.
Miss Micah is beloved by our god Benevelza. What with the rose-colored hair, some even speculate that she could be the chosen one. A savior.
That's because Micah heard the voice of God. She told me!
The Savior with rose-colored hair, huh?
Yes. Dear Miss Micah. She is a wonderful young woman. Always coming to the aid of the sick and ailing, like myself.
We've been waiting ages for her next visit. I thought you were her.
Were you expecting her to come again soon?
Uh-huh, and guess what else? She even promised us she would bring a phantom rose for us next time she came.
It's a crimson-colored flower, very similar to a rose. But while everyone knows of it, no one's ever actually seen one. They're said to never wither or die. They maintain their life and beauty forever.
A flower that never dies. It's no wonder no one's ever found one.
You're not easily fooled, are you? Yes, the Phantom Rose is nothing more than a fairy tale told to children. But this is what Micah said when she left. I'll bring you the legendary flower that no one believes can be found. So don't you give up on hope. Keep living. As you can see, I don't have much time left. But when she told me to go on living, I wanted to hold on, just so I wouldn't let her down.
Fake savior lady! If you see the real Micah around, tell her that she better not forget her promise to me, okay?
Ulrich, who taught you it was okay to be rude to others?
Huh. Anyway, we're taking on the quest A Rose by Any Other Name. We need to find a phantom rose for this kid. But this Micah could have been mistaken for the Savior. I wonder if she ran afoul of those children of Etro.
Sure, kid. I'll tell her not to forget about your flower.
Thanks. You're alright for a fake.
You know it. So A Rose by Any Other Name. So I do wonder what has happened to that Micah lady. I wonder if this is mixed up with the Ghosts of the Past quest. Anyway.
Any god or goddess.
Oh.
You, what's going on here?
I've seen her around. You don't want to mess with the likes of her. Run!
You'd better run. So, we have found the girl who cried wolf.
I've come to take you home.
But who are you? Oh wait, you're the nice lady on the phone, aren't you? I recognize your voice.
That's right. Finally we meet.
Thank you for coming to save me. Even after tricking you all those times, I feel bad about what I did. Really. I mean, all those calls before, they were just pranks.
It's not a prank anymore when you find yourself in real danger. Being kidnapped is serious. Do you realize you would have been killed if I hadn't shown up?
To tell the truth, and don't get mad, I let myself get caught.
What?
I told the disciples I volunteer as tonight's sacrifice for the goddess.
What? Why on earth would you do something like that?
No, this is hard to explain. Okay, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but just try and hear me out until the end. Please? The fact is, I lost faith a long time ago. This world has no future. We've waited for hundreds of years for God or the Savior, and neither has shown up. No one knows if there's a tomorrow. Everyone just lives for themselves. No one cares about anything or anyone. So I had to find out if there was still hope.
What do you mean?
It was a bet, okay? I put it all on the line to see if people were really worth believing in anymore. I've pulled my share of pranks and caused trouble, and I've learned that most people will put up with your tricks a couple of times. But no matter how good I act, how much I cry, and how much I beg, no one ever trusts me the third time around. Even I know when to quit, so I made a bet.
Let me get this straight. You purposefully set me up twice and bet your life on me and my morals. Wagering I'd go against your expectations. You were betting on me to answer your third call.
If you did, then I'd be able to keep holding on to hope. I'd want to keep on living.
That's ridiculous. Do you even understand how lucky you are to be alive? You wouldn't be standing here talking to me if I hadn't made it in time.
I knew you'd come and save me, though. Don't ask me how, but I knew that you were a good person.
What made you think that? You don't know me at all.
I know. I just believed in you somehow. Maybe because I wanted to. I wanted to believe there was still hope in this dying world. And look what happened! You came through for me, just like I knew you would.
All of a sudden I feel like a pawn in your game, and you're the one playing both sides.
That was silly. Well, maybe a little. But I'm trying to thank you. I'm glad there are still people like you in the world. You inspire me to keep my faith in humanity.
In that case, you're welcome, I guess. I'm glad to hear that all that running around was worth something. Remember, your life is valuable. Don't ever forget that.
I promise I won't. And I'll never do anything like this ever again. Thank you.
Pardon the expression, but geez Louise. Anyway, we get 500 gil, a leather rucksack, and some stat boosts. Well, that concludes The Girl Who Cried Wolf. Thankfully. She's just one of those people that loves attention. Okay. One more quest client to find around here. Hello, Gertrude. I shall dismantle you now. one Gertrude taken out. We'll have to go around to the western side. So let us do that.
Eyes to the future.
Goodbye, Gertrude. Anyway, the NPC we are looking for should have some information about Ranulph's diary, or journal, or whatever you wish to call it. Another Gertrude.
You will be reborn. No looking back.
Goodbye, Gertrude. So, in the next episode, we'll talk to that gentleman and see what we can learn about Ranulph's journal. This is Chocolina. I would like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.